Hello, everybody. Welcome to your third English lesson, the third and final English lesson of the week. We're going to be tying up some of the things that we've been doing. So you've been using literary devices and working out how to do that. We're going to start thinking now about moving into what I want you to spend most of the week doing next week, because we're going to be writing a story next week. So what I'd like you to do today is to think about your setting and something towards your characters for your story. So where is your setting going to be? What's it going to be like? What time of day? What can you hear? What can you smell? What are those things that are around where you're setting? So think carefully, because your setting will vary depending on what sort of story you're going to write. Are you going to write a nice loving story? You're going to write a funny story? Is it going to be a scary story? All of those things will depend how your setting is then going to be. So give those a thought. And then what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to create what's called a mood board for the setting of your scene and something towards your characters. So if you've got any magazines at home or any catalogues, you can flick through those magazines and catalogues and you can cut out some ideas to go with it, different pictures. And if you haven't got magazines, maybe you could draw the pictures to go with it, or you could go onto the internet and you could copy and paste and use Google for all of those things. It's up to you. But what I did is I asked the adults in school to have a little go at this for me. So here I've got, and I'll show you the example. Here's an example of a mood board from Sarah Hickson. And you can see, it looks to me like the main character there is going to be a dog. Look at that might be a house or a castle on the hill. Let me see if I can make the picture a bit bigger for us all to see a bit closer. There's like a beach scene in there going, so lots of water. Looks like quite a nice day, and there's some drips of water. So that's her mood board. And what she's done for us as well is there's a bit of an explanation, so we can see what she's thinking about. So let me put that there. Bear with me. So she said, I've chosen a picture of a dog. I chose this for the smiley face and its eyes watching whomever is taking the photo. It looks very loyal. I thought I would write a story making the dog the hero, but maybe telling it from the owner's perspective. So from the owner's point of view, what the owner's seeing. I then thought I might base the story in a seaside location when I saw the pictures of the beach or a fierce flowing river, so you can see she's thinking about where it's going to be. A stormy rescue from water with an innocuous start of waking to a beautiful sky, but thinking, oh no, rather than how beautiful. So already something's going to happen. There's going to be some sort of adventure or mishap. So that's Sarah Hickson's one. Thank you so much to Sarah for sending that in. Interestingly, for your setting and your scene, I want you to think about heroes, because that's the theme and the topic that we've been working with. So at some point on Tuesday next week, I'm going to introduce the structure around how we're going to write our story. And so you'll see we'll have a hero at the centre of it. So be thinking about who your hero might be, who their family relations might be, who their enemies might be, where it might be set. There's a good chance here, if you wanted to get away with watching a few comics or films in the evening, you could hero-based ones or the Marvel and DC films. You could tell whoever's at home that you need to watch some of these for your English work, providing that they are age appropriate. The one we're doing obviously in school as a book is The Hunger Games. So if you've got that and you can watch it, it will help you think about your story. But today I want you to be thinking about mood boards and what you're going to write. So here is an example that Steve sent in. There we go. Here's Steve's mood board. His mood board has got quite a lot of white space at the moment. I'm very grateful for him to send it in, and he's put a lot of thought into it. But if I had to say even better if, you know what I'd be saying, because I say it to you all the time, make more use of that white space. What else can we put on there? But it's a fantastic start. And look what he's got. He's got a main character, Janetti, Paul. I don't know who Paul is, but he looks a bit mysterious. And he's got question marks over mum. and then this sort of, it's a beautiful looking house or castle by the sea, but looks a bit mysterious. It looks like quite a nice day in the picture, but I wonder if there's some sort of mystery to that. And Steve sent me an opening paragraph to go with his mood board, and it says, Janetti is 11 years old and lives at the side of a magical lock in a rickety old house with her father, who was a fisherman called Paul, and maybe that's the house. He made his living by selling his fish at the local market and by taking tourists on trips around the loch and to see the ancient castle. Her father would never talk about the castle or allow Janetti to visit, but her father would never let her go off the boat at the castle. I wonder what's going to happen. There's an interesting opening paragraph that Steve could then build on to write his story. So, 2 examples there. You are welcome to replay this video as many times as you like, and to come back to it, to visit it, to look at it and go through it and see what you want to do, use some of their ideas. But there's 2 things I want you to do today. I want you to create a mood board for your setting and characters. And I want you to then think about all the things around your characters and that mood board, what they might be doing, and I want you to do that using pictures. So I want you to do that. Then what I want you to do is I want you to write an opening paragraph for your story. So thinking about what your story is going to be about, what it's going to look like. Set the scene in your opening paragraph. Think about it. You could say it was a cold, dark night as whoever opened the curtains of their small bedroom window, peered out. But use the literary devices we've talked about to improve your paragraph. My recommendation, what I'm asking you to do is, once you've got your mood board, once you've got your opening paragraph, get that purple pen out, have a look through your opening paragraph, have a look through your literary devices work that you've been doing, and see if you can improve it. If you are able to send me a mood board and your opening paragraph and an opening paragraph with purple pen before 1 o'clock today, which doesn't give you much time, I will consider whether or not only will you get a bonus point for it, but whether or not that would be worthy of a Student of the Week certificate. So get working, have some fun with it. Let me know how you get on, and I look forward to seeing what you're doing. I'll see you soon, everybody. Good luck with your English. Bye-bye for now.